Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barry and this is Centralise, and this is my fragrance collection tag part 2. So I've been tagged again, and I've been tagged by Josh Jane. Now, a few months ago she tagged me in this, asking me 13 different questions about my fragrance collection, and basically this is revisiting it and seeing if any of the things have changed. Now what I've tried to do, I've tried to pick different fragrances for each of these, but most of them are the ones which answer the questions properly, and I'll explain them as I go along. Now, Joss is a big pillar of the community. She supports lots and lots of channels. She's got a great channel herself, really enjoyable content, and she's very supportive. But the issue that I've got is that she's tagged everybody that she knows anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tag quite a few people from the UK community, some of the smaller channels that haven't been tagged in this by Joss, and what I'll do, I'll leave them all in the description, so check out the description and you might find yourself tagged in there. So the first question, and it was, what is the newest frag in your collection? And it is from Lush, no surprise there, and it's Coco Loco. So this was described as a pina colada type fragrance. Now I'll get the coconut in it. It says, I mean, the description on it go nuts for tropical lemongrass and Brazilian orange oils. Yet the main player in this for me is coconut. I don't get the pineapple, so I don't know where the pina colada take on it comes from, but it's a very enjoyable scent and I really enjoy it. So that is the latest fragrance that I've picked up.
This is my life. I can see it now, see it now, see now. You'll be living your good life. Catch a glimpse of the outside, then you see me now, see me now, see me.
So the next question, what is the oldest fragrance in my collection? This has to be Yardley Gold, and it's the Eau de Toilette. This is my first ever fragrance, other than some fragrances that my mum bought me which were Avon related. I don't know if anybody can remember Avon, and this is very hard to get hold of. I managed to pick this up off eBay for a really good price, and I know that Mr. Cologne 76 is looking for the Eau de Toilette, so if you ever do see it, give him a shout on Instagram and I'm sure he'll snap your hands off.
See me now, see me now, see now. Don't need any timeline to prove that this is my life. I can see it now, see it now, see now. You'll be living.
So the next one, most expensive and the most I've ever spent on a fragrance, was for my 50th birthday. Yes, I'm 50. I know, it's surprising. I know, I only look under 40. Yeah, right. Creed Ventus. I paid £250 for that on my 50th birthday, and that's the most I've ever spent on a fragrance. But when you look at price per mil, I have spent more on other fragrances. So
Through only cause you set up the angle, web that you we've got us tangled, caught in what's before our eyes. Show off your fantasy reality, whoa, that's yours, but I'll keep doing.
next one was most affordable. I could have gone for Zara's, which I've done in the past, which are normally about £12.99, but this is just as cheap, and this is 83ml and it's by Milton Lloyd, the perfumer's choice, and this one is called Mojo, and this is based on oud wood, but it's a bit more floral than oud wood, but very enjoyable, and you can pick this up for about £10, £11 around that mark, so very affordable.
Timeline to prove that this is my life. I can see it now, see it now. still make mistakes. It isn't perfection, what is it we chase? Bow for your 15 seconds of...
Next one was Fave Easy Reach. I've got quite a few. Normally I would say an Easy Reach is... See, it always depends on seasons with me. But an Easy Reach when I get out of the shower, and it has to be by Colognes L'Homme Ideal Cologne. It's just nice and fresh. It's got a lovely almond in there as well, with the citruses, and it's beautiful. So it's ideal after a shower, so I reach for this quite often.
Then you see me now, see me now, see now. Don't need any timeline to prove that this is my life. I can see it now, see it now.
So the next one was Fave Bottle Design. So last time I put Proxima by Centauri Perfumes, but I've received this recently, Gravitas Pour Homme, and this design is just brilliant. I love the plaque on the front, I love the heavy cap, and I just think it just looks so good. It proper stands out from other fragrances. It's beautiful. And someone said recently, another reviewer, that this looked like a clown bottle. Well, you're talking out your backside. This is superb.
You'll be living your good life. Catch a glimpse of the outside, then you see me now, see me now, see now. Don't need any timeline to prove that this is my life.
Smallest bottle in my collection, and this is something that was recently sent to me, and it's a miniature, and it's Le Mal Vintage. So there's my phone, there's the bottle, so you can see. And that is gorgeous. It really is nice, and it takes me right back because I used to wear the original fragrance, and this performance wise is brilliant compared to today's.
Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play through, only cause you set up the angle. Web that you we've got us tangled, caught in what's before our eyes.
So biggest bottle, I can't remember, I think it was Tommy that I mentioned in my last one, which was 200ml, which I was like looking at size, but I have got one which is like a bigger size, and it's Eau de Missions Cologne, Botanical Cologne of the Missions, and it's Le Couvent de Mihimes, and this is a vanilla bomb. And when I picked this up, I picked it up for like £15 for 250ml. Now the place that I got it from, and I could only find it in one UK place at the time, they haven't got it in stock anymore, and I'm seeing it around for like £25 plus, but I picked it up for £15 for 250ml, and even if you don't like the fragrance on its own, it's a great base layer. Vanilla, put it under something else, put it under something a bit brighter, lifts it, really, really nice.
Says there's more than meets the eye. Show off your fantasy, reality. Whoa, that's yours, but I'll keep doing mine.
Well, the next question was best memory association. Now, I didn't want to include the one which I've included all the time, which is Diesel Fuel for Life, which is the one that I got married. But one which means a lot to me because it helped start this journey into fragrances, and it's by Jo Malone, and it's Pomegranate Noir. If you haven't tried it, it's a beautiful scent, really tangy, and there's a much cheaper option available as well at Pocket Sense. They do one called Midnight Pomegranate, which is better performing as well, and it's for a fraction of the price.
Don't catch you slipping, never know the things that you're feeling. Capture your body, get your best side, breathe in the world, fake us a smile, walk in the lines, fine, but
Right, Right, next one, and this is worth the hype. Now, some people still don't think this is worth the hype, but I do, and I love it, and it's Moschino Toy Boy. Absolutely beautiful. I really enjoy it, and anybody that says that it's not worth the hype, then that's their opinion, I suppose. But this is different to any designer that's out there. You will not smell another designer that smells like this, so surely that alone means it's worth the hype. But it's a beautiful frag. If you haven't tried it, get your nose on it, well worth trying it.
Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect.
So the next one is not worth the hype, and for me this isn't worth the hype because of the opening. I've mentioned it a few times before on my channel, and it's Encre Noir à l'Extrême. The first 20 minutes I just can't get past it. The dry down is beautiful in it, but that first 20 minutes, oh my days. I'm going to try and get hold of the sport version because I think even the normal Encre Noir might be a bit too much for me. So I'll get the sport version, give that a go, and hopefully be a bit lighter and not as in your face as the opening on this. So, 2 more questions to answer, and this one is favourite frag from your favourite house. Well, my favourite house is Galan, as you might have guessed, and my favourite frag from the house of Galan is L'Homme Idéal, and it's the Eau de Parfum. So this is cherry, leather, almond. It's beautiful, really nice, and it's ideal for this time of year. And lastly, my most used fragrance. Now, when you've got as many fragrances as me, there's not many fragrances that I've used a lot of. I might keep going back to some of my easy reaches. I mean, the Eau de Parfum, you see, I've done a bit of a dent in that, but that's probably about as much as what I tend to do. But I have got an older bottle which hasn't got much juice left in, and it's Dolce & Gabbana's Homme, and it's the aftershave that I've got. And as you can see, I've put a big dent in it, and I don't really want to use the rest of it because it's more of a memory association with this. Absolutely love it, and it's another one that I used to rock when I was younger as well, so it brings back great memories. That's it from me. Don't forget, all the UK reviewers, check the description because you might have been tagged in this. I'll try and tag as many as I can, because I'd love to see what your answers are to the questions. So I don't think you was included in the first round of questions either, so it'd be interesting to see. Might give us a bit more of a background to you as people as well. And if you can answer the questions yourself, then answer them in the comments below. It's always nice to see what subscribers are doing and what sort of fragrances they've enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon. Stay fragrant, not vagrant.